He was just 18, a skinny kid from a forgotten island with a dream too big for his body. They laughed at him. They doubted him. They said he'd never make it in the greatest league in the world. But one man saw something different, something the world would soon witness. This is the story of how a boy became a legend. If you love football stories that transcend the pitch and touch the soul, make sure you subscribe right now. Hit that button, because what you're about to hear will remind you why we fall in love with this beautiful game. Stay until the end, because this journey is unforgettable. August 2003, Old Trafford, the theater of dreams. But for Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, it felt more like a stage where he didn't know his lines yet. He just signed for Manchester United, transferred from Sporting Lisbon for £12 million. £12 million for a teenager. The pressure was suffocating. The English media circled like wolves. Who was this kid? Why did Sir Alex Ferguson pay so much? And why? Why did he give him the number 7 shirt? That number wasn't just fabric and thread. It was legacy. It was George Best. It was Eric Cantona. It was David Beckham. Legends who made that shirt sacred. And now, it belonged to a boy who'd barely started shaving. The weight of it could crush mountains. Imagine being 18, walking into a dressing room with Roy Keane, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Rio Ferdinand, warriors who'd won everything, and you're supposed to fill Beckham's boots. His first training session was chaos. Cristiano tried everything, every trick, every step over, every flick. He wanted to prove he belonged, but his teammates didn't see brilliance. They saw a showboating kid trying to hard. Roy Keane pulled him aside after one session. The captain's words were sharp, direct, no nonsense. This isn't Portugal, son. This is Manchester United. Here, you earn respect. You don't demand it. Cristiano's English was broken. His confidence shattered. Every night in his small apartment, he'd call his mother in Madeira, tears streaming down his face. Mama, I don't think I can do this. They don't understand me. I'm alone. But Maria Dolores knew her son. She knew the fire inside him. She'd seen him play barefoot on dirt roads. She'd watched him leave home at 12 to chase this dream. And she told him what he needed to hear. You didn't come this far to give up now. Show them who you are. September 2003, his debut. United versus Bolton Wanderers. Old Trafford was buzzing. 6,000 to 7,000 people. The noise was deafening. In the 60th minute, Ferguson looked down his bench. He pointed at Cristiano. Get ready. The kid's heart was pounding so hard, he thought it might explode. This was it. His moment. He ran onto that pitch, and everything changed. 30 minutes. That's all he had. 30 minutes to prove £12 million wasn't a mistake. He got the ball on the wing. One defender in front of him, then magic, step over. Another step over. The defender's ankles broke. The crowd gasped. He did it again and again. Every time he touched the ball, something happened. The stadium erupted. They'd never seen anything like this. Not since Best himself. When the final whistle blew, the entire stadium stood. They chanted his name. Ronaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldo. Sir Alex Ferguson smiled. That knowing smile. He'd seen this before. He knew what raw talent looked like, but he also knew talent wasn't enough. This boy needed to be forged, hammered, shaped, turned from silver into steel. And Alex Ferguson was the perfect blacksmith. But the honeymoon was short. The next match, Cristiano tried the same tricks. This time, defenders were ready. They kicked him, pulled his shirt, elbowed his ribs. Welcome to the Premier League, kid. This wasn't La Liga. This wasn't a highlight. Real. This was war. 90 minutes of battle. And Cristiano wasn't ready for war. Not yet. He'd go down easily, roll on the ground, scream for fouls. The English media destroyed him. Diver. They called him Da Soft. Overrated. Waste of money. The headlines were brutal. Ronaldo. All tricks, no end product. Ferguson's 12 million mistake. Every word cut deep. He wanted to prove them wrong so badly that he tried too hard. He held the ball too long, shot from impossible angles. His decision-making was a mess. The step-overs that amazed in his debut now annoyed his teammates. Pass the ball. Cristiano. Stop being selfish. Training became hell. Ferguson would stop sessions just to scream at him. What are you doing? This isn't a circus. Play simple. But Cristiano couldn't. His instinct was to dribble, to create, to wow. Ferguson knew this. He'd seen it before with young talents who burned bright then faded. The trick was channeling that fire without extinguishing it. So he did something unexpected. He protected him. In press conferences, when journalists attacked Cristiano, Ferguson defended him like a father. He's 18 years old. Give him time. He'll be the best player in the world one day. You'll see. Privately, though, Ferguson was ruthless. He'd show Cristiano videos of his mistakes. Look at this. You lost the ball 12 times, 12, because you're thinking about yourself, not the team. Cristiano would argue back. I was trying to create something, and Ferguson would lean in close, his voice cold, steel. Trying isn't good enough. Here, son, results matter. Winning matters. You want that number 7 to mean something. Earn it. Months passed. The goals weren't coming. His first season, 6 goals and 40 appearances. Decent, but not spectacular, not legendary. The criticism grew louder. Beckham would have scored 15 by now. Maybe Ferguson got this one wrong, but behind closed doors, something was shifting. Cristiano started arriving at training to hours early, staying 2 hours late. He'd practice free kicks until his feet bled. He'd work on his weaker left foot until both feet were equally dangerous. He'd watch videos of Thierry Henry, Ronaldo Nazario, Zinedine Zidane, studying how they moved, how they decided, how they dominated. Ryan Giggs noticed. The Welsh wizard, a legend himself, took Cristiano under his wing. Listen, kid, you've got more talent in your left foot than most players have in their whole body. But talent without intelligence is just circus tricks. You need to know when to dribble and when to pass, when to shoot and when to cross. Football is chess, not checkers. Cristiano absorbed everything like a sponge. He asked questions constantly. How do you stay fit at your age? What do you eat? How do you train? He was obsessed, possessed, hungry in a way his teammates had never seen. December 2003, Manchester United versus Manchester City. The derby. Old Trafford was a cauldron of noise and rage. This wasn't just a match. This was pride, identity, religion. Cristiano started on the bench. City was winning 1-0. The crowd was restless, angry. In the 75th minute, Ferguson sent him on. The message was clear. Save us. The kid got the ball on the right wing. 3 City defenders swarmed him. He should have passed. Everyone expected him to pass. Instead, he went through all 3, like they weren't even there. The ball sat up perfectly. 25 yards out, he struck it. Top corner. The net rippled. Old Trafford exploded. 1-1. But Cristiano wasn't done. 5 minutes later, he ghosted past the defenders again. This time, he squared it. Gary Neville, 2-1. United wins. The boy had arrived. That goal changed everything. Not the goal itself, but what it represented. Cristiano had finally understood this wasn't about him. It was about the team, about winning, about legacy. And once that clicked in his mind, the transformation began. The real transformation. From talented boy to unstoppable force. January 2004, the FA Cup. United drew Aston Villa at Old Trafford. Cristiano was starting to find his rhythm. His confidence was growing, but not the arrogant kind, the earned kind, the kind that comes from hours in the gym, on the pitch, in the darkness when nobody's watching. He scored that day, a header, yes, a header. The skinny kid from Madeira outjumped the defenders and powered the ball home. Ferguson smiled. From the touchline, he's learning, he's adapting, he's becoming complete. But football is never a straight line. Just when you think you figured it out, it humbles you. February 2004, Porto in the Champions League. A young manager named Jose Mourinho. His team dismantled United, destroyed them. Cristiano was anonymous that night. Mourinho's tactics suffocated him, cut off his supply, pressed him into mistakes. After the match, Cristiano sat in the dressing room, head in his hands. This was supposed to be his stage, the Champions League, the biggest competition in the world. And he disappeared. Ferguson walked past him. Didn't say a word. Didn't need to. The disappointment in his eyes said everything. That summer, everything changed again. Euro 2004, Portugal, Cristiano's home tournament. He was still 19, but Fernando Santos called him up, starting winger for the national team. The world was watching now. Not just England, the world. Portugal's first match against Greece. Cristiano played well, created chances, showed glimpses, but Portugal lost 1-0. The shock of the tournament. Then came Spain. Cristiano was electric, dancing past defenders, winning penalties. Suddenly, he wasn't just United's tricky winger, he was Portugal's golden boy. The nation fell in love. Portugal reached the final against Greece again. Destiny. People called it redemption. The final was in Lisbon, Cristiano's home, the Estadio da Luz, the Stadium of Light. 70,000 Portuguese fans screaming his name. This was the moment, his moment. But Greece had other plans. They defended like wolves, physical, organized, ruthless. Cristiano tried everything, every trick he knew, but nothing worked. Portugal lost 1-0. Again, Cristiano collapsed on the pitch, tears flooding his face. He was devastated, broken. At 19, he tasted glory and it was ripped away. He returned to Manchester a different person, harder, hungrier, more determined. The pain of that final, it fueled him like nothing else could. He didn't want to just be good anymore. He wanted to be the best, the absolute best. And Ferguson saw it. That look in his eyes, that obsession. He'd seen it once before, in a young French man named Eric Cantona. This kid was special. The 2004 to 2005 season began. Cristiano exploded. He wasn't just doing tricks anymore. He was producing goals, assists, match-winning moments. October 2004, Arsenal at Old Trafford. The Invincibles, unbeaten for 49 matches, untouchable, unstoppable, or so they thought. Cristiano tore them apart. He won a penalty, Rooney scored. He dribbled past Ashley Cole like he wasn't there, set up Rooney again. United won 2-0. Arsenal's unbeaten run over, and Cristiano Ronaldo was the one who ended it. But it wasn't just the big matches, it was his consistency. Week after week, he was delivering. His decision-making improved. He knew when to dribble, when to pass, when to shoot. He was reading the game 3 moves ahead. Ferguson had molded him, shaped him. But the raw materials, the hunger, the work ethic, the refusal to accept limitations, that was all Cristiano. That came from Madeira, from poverty, from a mother who cleaned hotels so her son could chase a dream. Training sessions became legendary. The other players would finish, and Cristiano would stay hours practicing free kicks, shooting, crossing. His body was changing too. He wasn't the skinny teenager anymore. He'd spent countless hours in the gym, building muscle, building power, building armor, because he learned, in the Premier League, you need more than skill. You need strength, resilience, the ability to take a kick and keep running. He studied fighters, boxers, how they trained, how they prepared, how they turned their bodies into weapons. His teammates noticed. Gary Neville would later say, "I've never seen anyone work like Cristiano. Never. He was first in, last out, every single day. He didn't have a social life, didn't party, didn't waste time. Football was everything. Obsession isn't always healthy, but in Cristiano's case, it was necessary. It was the only way to go from good to great, from great to legendary. December 2004, Cristiano scored a hat-trick against Southampton, his first for United. The crowd chanted his name for 10 minutes straight, but it was after the match, in the tunnel, that something beautiful happened. Sir Alex Ferguson put his arm around him. "Well done, son. But remember, this is just the beginning. You can be better than this, much better." Cristiano looked at him. "How, boss?" Ferguson smiled. "By never being satisfied, by waking up every day like you've won nothing. That's how legends are made." January 2005, his mother flew to Manchester. She'd never seen him play at Old Trafford. Too expensive, too far. But Cristiano bought her tickets. Front row. He wanted her to see what her sacrifices had created. United played Middlesbrough. Cristiano scored twice. After the second goal, he pointed to the stands. To her, Maria Dolores was crying. Her baby boy, her Cristiano, was becoming a man, a star, a dream realized. But with fame comes pressure, and with pressure comes scrutiny. The English media loved him and hated him at the same time. When he played well, he was a genius. When he didn't, he was arrogant, selfish, a diver. The narrative shifted constantly. Cristiano learned to ignore it, or at least he tried to, but it hurt. Every headline calling him names, every pundit doubting him. He was still young, still learning, still human. February 2005, Arsenal again. The rivalry was intensifying. Cristiano and Ashley Cole battled all match. Cole was one of the best left backs in the world, but Cristiano was making him look ordinary. Late in the match, Cristiano went down in the box. Penalty or dive, depending on who you asked. The referee pointed to the spot. Arsenal players surrounded Cristiano, screaming, pushing, calling him a cheat. Ruud van Nistelrooy scored the penalty. United won. But after the match, the controversy exploded. Arsene Wenger called Cristiano a diver in the press conference. The media agreed. The hate was suffocating. Ferguson defended him again, publicly, fiercely, but privately, he sat Cristiano down. Listen to me carefully. You're talented enough that you don't need to go down easily. You're strong enough to stay on your feet. I know defenders kick you. I know it's frustrating, but if you want respect, earn it by staying up and scoring. Let your feet do the talking, not your falls. Cristiano nodded. He understood. Respect wasn't given. It was earned. Through goals, through performances, through consistency. The 2004 to 2005 season ended with 9 goals for Cristiano. Progress, growth, but not enough. United finished third. No trophies. The first time in years Ferguson's team ended empty-handed. In the dressing room after the final match, Ferguson addressed them. This is unacceptable. We are Manchester United. We don't finish third. We don't go seasons without trophies. Next year, we fix this. And he looked directly at Cristiano. You're going to lead us back. Are you ready? Cristiano met his eyes. Yes, boss, I'm ready. Summer 2005. Cristiano stayed in Manchester. Didn't go on vacation, just trained every single day. His obsession deepened. He watched footage of Ronaldo Nazario at Barcelona. The way he accelerated, the way he finished, clinical, efficient, deadly. Cristiano wanted that. He practiced finishing from every angle, left foot, right foot, headers, volleys. He made the complex simple and the simple unstoppable. By the time preseason started, his teammates couldn't believe the difference. He looked like a different player, faster, stronger, sharper, hungrier. The 2005 to 2006 season kicked off, and Cristiano Ronaldo was unleashed. This wasn't the boy anymore. This was something else, something the Premier League had never seen before. Speed, power, precision, ruthlessness. He was 20 years old, and he was ready to conquer England. September 2005, United versus Newcastle at Old Trafford. Cristiano scored twice. Both goals were almost identical. Cut inside from the right wing, shift the ball onto his left foot, curl it into the far corner. Unstoppable. The second goal, the goalkeeper didn't even move. He just watched it fly past him. Top corner, perfect. The crowd erupted. This was different. This wasn't just talent. This was mastery. Ferguson watched from the touchline, arms crossed. A slight nod. He knew the butterfly was emerging from the cocoon. But the Premier League is unforgiving. Defenders learned. They started doubling up on him, triple teaming him, kicking him harder. The referees let it go. That's football, they said. He's got to learn to handle it, and Cristiano did. Instead of going down, he started staying up, powering through challenges, using his strength. When they grabbed his shirt, he'd accelerate harder. When they clipped his heels, he'd keep running. He became unbreakable, a machine built for war. October 2005, Cristiano's father passed away. Denis Avero, the man who gave him his name, his first hero. Alcoholism had taken him too soon. Cristiano was devastated. He flew back to Madeira for the funeral, stood at the grave. Silent, empty. His father never got to see him become great, never got to see him lift a trophy at United, never got to see the world chant his name. That pain, it hollowed him out, but it also filled him with something darker, something more determined. He would honor his father by becoming everything he dreamed he could be. And more. He returned to Manchester 2 days later. Ferguson told him to take more time. Cristiano refused. I need to play, boss. I need to run. I need to forget. So Ferguson started him against Middlesbrough. Cristiano scored. A thunderous strike from outside the box. He didn't celebrate, just pointed to the sky. For you, Pi, For you, the Old Trafford crowd understood. They applauded. Silent respect. Football is more than a game. Sometimes it's therapy. Sometimes it's survival. November 2005. The turning point. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Jose Mourinho's empire. The best team in England, maybe Europe. They had won back-to-back Premier League titles. They were ruthless, efficient, defensive masters. United hadn't won there in years. Cristiano was marked by the players all match. Paulo Ferreira and Claude Mikello, everywhere he went, they followed. But in the 72nd minute, he found space. Just a sliver. Darren. Fletcher's pass. One touch to control. Second touch to shoot. Bottom corner. 1-0. Stamford Bridge went silent. United won. And Cristiano had just announced himself to Jose Mourinho, to Chelsea, to the world. He wasn't just good anymore. He was elite. December brought madness. Cristiano was scoring almost every match. Wigan, 3 goals. West Ham, 2 goals. His confidence was sky high, but Ferguson knew danger when he saw it. He called Cristiano into his office. You're playing brilliantly, the best I've ever seen you. But remember, form is temporary, class is permanent. The moment you think you've made it is the moment you start falling. Stay humble, stay hungry, stay angry. Cristiano listened. He always listened to Ferguson, the only father figure he had left. January 2006, the FA Cup, Burton Albion, a tiny team from League 2, non-league ground, frozen, pitch, hostile crowd. This was supposed to be easy, but Burton fought like lions. They kicked Cristiano every chance they got. The referee let it go. It's a cup tie, he said. Let them play. United struggled. 0-0. Then, in the 60th minute, Cristiano took matters into his own hands. He picked up the ball on the halfway line, ran it for defenders, skipped past one, nutmegged another, rounded the third, shot, goal. The away end exploded. Burton's hearts broke. United won 5-0 in the end. But that goal was pure Cristiano. A message. It doesn't matter where you play me. It doesn't matter who marks me. I will find a way. The second half of the season was a masterclass. Cristiano was unplayable. He wasn't just beating defenders. He was humiliating them. Portsmouth. He dribbled past 5 players and scored. The stadium stood and applauded, even their own fans. Bolton, a free kick from 30 yards. Top corner. The goalkeeper was still in the air when it hit the net. Tottenham, an overhead kick, his first ever. Acrobatic, impossible, perfect. The commentators ran out of words. What do you even say about this kid anymore? He's not human. But it wasn't just goals. It was his all-around game. He was tracking back, defending, winning the ball, creating for others. Wayne Rooney was flourishing beside him. The two of them, unstoppable. Rooney's power and instinct, Cristiano's speed and skill. Defenders didn't know who to mark. If you stopped Rooney, Cristiano punished you. If you stopped Cristiano, Rooney punished you. Ferguson had built something special, a team that could win anything. February 2006, the League Cup final, Wigan Athletic at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. Cristiano's first final for United, his chance to win something, to lift a trophy, to prove he was a winner. The match was tight, tense. Wigan defended deep, frustrated United. Then, in the 33rd minute, a breakthrough. Cristiano on the right wing. He cut inside. Defenders converged. He slipped the ball to Rooney. Goal. 1-0. But United wanted more. In the 61st minute, Cristiano again. This time, he drove into the box. Shot. Deflected. To dash nil. Game over. When the final whistle blew, Cristiano collapsed to his knees. Tears in his eyes. His first trophy. Finally, he lifted that cup above his head, and he thought of his father. Wherever you are, Pai, I did it. We did it. But the season wasn't done. United still had a chance at the Premier League. Chelsea was ahead, strong, relentless. But if United won every game, there was hope. Cristiano believed. His teammates believed. Old Trafford believed. March, April, May. Every match was a final. Cristiano played like a man possessed. He scored in 7 consecutive matches, a record. Defenders couldn't stop him, couldn't contain him, couldn't even slow him down. He was evolution, the next step in football story. May 2006, the final day of the season. United needed to win and hope Chelsea dropped points. They didn't. Chelsea won the league again. United finished second, 83 points. Any other season that wins the title, but not this one. In the dressing room, Cristiano sat silent, staring at the floor. So close, so damn close. Ferguson walked in, looked at his players. You should be proud. We pushed the best team in Europe to the wire. But proud isn't enough. Next season, we take it back. And he looked at Cristiano. You scored 9 goals this season. Next season, I want 20. Can you do that? Cristiano looked up. Yes, boss, I'll give you 30. Summer 2006, the World Cup in Germany. Cristiano's second major tournament for Portugal. He was a star now. Not a prospect, a star. Teams feared him. Defenders doubled up on him. Mourinho, now managing Chelsea, studied him obsessively. If anyone knew how to stop Cristiano, it was Jose. Portugal cruised through the group stages, then the knockouts. Netherlands, a brutal match, 17 yellow cards. For Reds, battle, not football. Portugal survived. Then England in the quarterfinals. The match that changed everything. England versus Portugal. Penalties, drama, tension. But before that, the moment, the 72nd minute, Wayne Rooney stamped on Ricardo Carvalho. Cristiano rushed over, protested to the referee, demanded a red card. The referee showed it. Rooney was sent off. England was furious. The media exploded. Ronaldo got Rooney sent off. Traitor, cheat, disgrace. The hate was nuclear. Cristiano received death threats. The English public turned on him completely. After the match, he wanted to leave United, wanted to escape. Ferguson called him. Don't you dare. Don't let them win. Come back stronger. Prove them all wrong. Portugal lost that tournament in the semi-finals to France. Cristiano returned to Manchester to a storm. Everywhere he went, fans booed, called him names, judged him. Even at Old Trafford, some fans were unsure. Could they forgive him? Could they move past it? Cristiano was broken inside, but he trained harder than ever. Ferguson stood by him, publicly, privately, unconditionally. He's my player. He's staying. And anyone who doesn't like it can leave. The 2006 to 2007 season began. Cristiano's redemption arc. Every match, he played like it was his last. Every goal, he dedicated to the fans. Slowly, very slowly, they forgave him, because you can't hate brilliance forever. And Cristiano was brilliance incarnate. He scored 17 goals that season, then 23 the next, then 42. 42 goals in a single season, breaking records, winning titles, conquering Europe. The boy from Madeira had become a Manchester United legend. Years later, when he finally left for Real Madrid, Old Trafford stood and applauded him, not because he was leaving, but because of what he'd given them: goals, trophies, memories, magic. He'd arrived as a skinny kid with tricks. He left as one of the greatest players to ever wear that shirt. The number 7 was sacred again. Cristiano Ronaldo's time at Manchester United wasn't just about football. It was about transformation, about a boy who refused to accept his limitations, who worked when others rested, who believed when others doubted, who became legend. If this story moved you, if it reminded you why football is more than just a game, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Share it with someone chasing a dream, and let us know, what story should we tell next? Because the beautiful game is filled with beautiful stories, and we're just getting started.